Next up is Epcot. In my last video, I shared with you how you can rope drop Magic Kingdom, but now I'm going to share with you how to rope drop Epcot. Similar, but just different ways to do it because of what rides are open and what Epcot has to offer. First up, if you're staying at a Walt Disney World owned resort or a Good Neighbor resort that also has early entry, get into the parks 30 minutes before it opens for regular guests. So how do you do it? Typically, Epcot opens at 9 a.m. Early entry is at 8:30 a.m. And typically the buses run 45 minutes before the park opens. So I would get to the bus line around 10 to 15 minutes before the buses are initially supposed to start, so you could be one of the first people in the parks. Now, if you're staying at a resort with Skyliner access, the Skyliner starts operating 60 to 90 minutes before the park opens, a little earlier than the buses. So that means if the park opens at 8:30 for early entry, Skyliner would normally start running around 7:30. I recommend getting on the line for the Skyliner 10 minutes before the Skyliner starts operating for the day. Now, initially, the Skyliner line can be very long, so you do want to get there before the Skyliner opens. But the line for the Skyliner does go very fast, so don't be intimidated by it. Now that I got transportation out of the way, once you get to the park around 8:15-ish, you have a little bit longer before early entry is, and that's at 8:30. Once you scan into the park, not every ride is open, just like Magic Kingdom. Rides that are open for early entry in Epcot is Frozen Ever After, Guardians of the Galaxy, Mission Space, Remy Ratatouille Adventure, Soaring Around the World, Spaceship Earth, Test when it reopens. Currently, right now, it's closed for refurbishment, and The Seas with Nemo and Friends. Now, what do I recommend heading to first? If you're coming in through the International Gateway, which is where you would come in if you're using the Skyliner, or if you're staying at Disney's Yacht and Beach Club, the Boardwalk Inn, or even the Swan and Dolphin Resort, because you're able to walk right over. You are going to want to rope drop Remy's Ratatouille Adventure because it is right there, especially because that line gets long. Closest ride you are to International Gateway, right there as soon as you can. If you're coming in through the main entrance, I recommend rope dropping Guardians of the Galaxy. If you're coming from the International Gateway, I wouldn't recommend that just because it is on the opposite side of the park, and by the time you get there, there's probably going to be a line. But you could also try because the line's probably not going to be as long as it is during the day. But again, Guardians just switched to standby. We really don't know how the line really works because it's only been a standby for about a week right now. I recommend not rope dropping Guardians if you're by the International Gateway. Just too far of a walk. If you're coming in through the main entrance, I really wouldn't recommend rope dropping Spaceship Earth, Finding Nemo, or Mission Space. Number one, because those lines really never get long throughout the day at all. And Spaceship Earth normally gets busy right when it opens because it's right there. It's the big Epcot sphere. I wouldn't even go there till later in the day. For people coming in through the main entrance, either rope drop Guardians or rope drop Frozen Ever After. Once the park opens at 8 a.m. for everyone else, the rest of the rides will be open. I would recommend beelining it to Soarin' because that's kind of the only other ride that's going to get a long wait. Once 8 a.m. rolls around, book it to Soarin'. And now this is also a great time to walk around World Showcase because all the food booths don't actually open till 11 a.m. During the morning, World Showcase